Welcome to NBA 2K TV No Sleep Uno. Congratulations on being a finalist. Top play of the year. How do you feel about being one of the finalists? One of the few.
Thank you. You have no, I'm lit beyond explanation. It's just like.
So you have a crew that you run with, right, to try to get these top plays. I know you've been submitting a ton of plays over the year. What's that like? Are you guys just showing off and just beating people like me out there?
And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just execute.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. Trey Lyles is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's MP. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Monk in a two-guard. And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Harden, the pass to Tucker. Melton outside. Fox against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tucker. Here's Harris. Can't get it to drop, so Sacramento will take it the other way. MP, the pass to Sabonis. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Boy, Sabonis locked and loaded inside. Nothing the defense can do there.
And seems hard to believe, but it's been almost 40 years since the Kings moved to Sacramento.
And, you know, maybe they haven't hung any banners, but they've had some special players and some great seasons in that time, and they mean a lot to that community. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Novak. And the shot's good. And with this team, a bit of a curveball thrown their way today. Othella Akpom stepping away from his role as GM.
And the timing of it is all very odd. Usually don't see a mutual parting in the middle of the season. Could be nothing, but it seems like there's more to this story.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
There's that floor awareness on display. MP feeling the overcommitment and then whipping that pass to the open teammate.
Now here's Harden. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Embiid's shot is good.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Fox with the ball. Harden picks him up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Total commitment there from MP on that play, not allowing that interior defense to distract him at all.
And both free throws good for MP.
I don't think there's any question the Sixers made the biggest trade of last season, sending a huge package to the Nets and getting James Harden in return.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Embiid. No one near him. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And Clark, in that Philly-Brooklyn trade, there were 5 players and 2 first-round draft picks involved.
And, B.A., they were big-time players Philly gave up. Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry. But when you're playing for a title, you can add James Harden. I think you got to take that chance.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
The Kings making a switch here. Metu, he's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Lyles. Herter's checked in for Monk. And Mitchell subbed in for Fox.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Harris. The Kings getting their last shot to go. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Boy, so smooth and fluid with the rock in his hands. It's clear Harris enjoys making these kinds of moves, and I like watching them too.
Novak. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Harris. On the wing, Harden. 55 seconds left to play in the first. Fires top of the key. The rebound by Murray.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Now MP. And it's rejected. Outside Murray. Pass to Novak. Oh, another miss by MP. The Sixers trailing. Harrell with it. On the wing, Harden. Now here is Harrell. Out to Harris. It's good. And the sweet setup from Harrell. Harris has got 8.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire. You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Kings. He put together
14. And your Sixers youth.
Changes here for the 76ers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Reed comes in for Dedmon. And it's James Harden in for Milton. And so in the game for the Kings, up front, it'll be Murray and Sabonis. Davion Mitchell is out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's MP in at the small forward position. Now here's Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Outside Harden. Pass to Melton from behind the arc. That shot off the mark. So Sacramento will take it the other way.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
14 feet. Kept alive. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good.
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Well, Grant, the shocker of the 2022 trade deadline, Domantas Sabonis going to the Kings.
Big time surprise. Tyrese Halliburton going the other way to Indy. Now, I like that deal for both sides. Sacramento adding an all-star big. The Kings needing some size. Sabonis adds that.
Now here's Harris. The Sixers again can't hit.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Herter passes to MP. Blocked. Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Novak. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you hear a lot about Murray's activity, especially on the glass. I mean, he never stops working, gets a lot of second chance points opportunities.
Now here's Harden. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Better than Harden, converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
Harden drawing the double team. Pass to Reed. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Novak. Soft touch off the glass. MP's got 12 points.
Really good trip down the floor, MP.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings.
The Kings, 41.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Domantas Sabonis has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. DeAnthony Melton out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Now here's Harden. Down low. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
And Philadelphia has possession. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Now here's Tucker, tightly guarded. Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
That's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
To the inside. Here's Novak. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, MP just has this innate ability to put the ball in the hoop. And we're seeing that firsthand in this one.
Now here's Melton, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Harris outside. Over MP. Hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Embiid, and every team has it. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night. And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
And the 76ers with some changes. Dedmon's checked in for Tobias Harris, and Milton subbed in for Melton. Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Novak. And the layup is good. MP's got 16 points.
MP runs into some tight defense there, but doesn't let it bother his shooting motion at all.
And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
That's to Novak. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Harden against Monk. Harden's shot is good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Monk. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Reed comes in for Dedmon. Murray's checked in for the Kings. Herder comes in for Monk. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Ryan, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Milton. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Fox. MP, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Hey, and Barnes not playing around when he gets near the bucket. When he has the ball deep inside, he's looking to bang it.
Outside Milton. Back to Harden. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. The Sixers again can't hit.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Barnes. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And down it goes. 2 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The floater, and Harden lays it up and in. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
And
good.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fella.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Well, the community has voted. We've tallied up all those votes. And you, my friend, are now the sole winner of NBA 2K23's Top Play of the Year. How you feeling?
I feel like y'all playing a prank on me right now. Because
No, you got it, man. That was the most iconic lob since Wade to LeBron, my friend. That was unbelievable. This ain't no prank. That was the best alley-oop we've seen, and the fans voted for it.
And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Sabonis is out there with Lyles. And it's Novak in at the 3 spot. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the opening bucket of the night here for Sacramento.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Barnes. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 6 to shoot, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Over the last few seasons, the Kings have been near the bottom of the defensive rating, and GA, that is a problem.
Yeah, I think they've tried to address that a little in the draft, taking Davion Mitchell back in 21, but it's been a consistent issue in Sacramento.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
Took him no time at all on that one. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Anunoby with it. He had 15 points last outing. Back to Van Vliet. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Herter on the wing. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Van Vliet. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Barnes against MP. Tries again, and Pirtle lays it up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Fox passes to Novak. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Well, some sneakerheads will be interested to hear. MP has inked his first shoe deal. Always an exciting moment for a young player.
And I'm hearing MP is going with Nike. A great partnership.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution, and you saw the results.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe...
Raptors leading by 5. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Boucher in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Philadelphia played some huge minutes. He finished with 23 points, and on top of that, also grabbed 3 rebounds. It was a memorable moment for him. I'm sure he thinks he can repeat that effort more consistently from here on out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his numbers. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why. Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here's Novak. Plays it up off the glass.
Okay, go ahead and flex on him, MP. Nice hustle for that second chance bucket.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Boucher kicks to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Good work inside. Barnes showing how skilled he is close to the rim.
And the Raptors making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Siakam, good.
The motor Pascal has never stops, showing great activity on the glass to keep plays going.
Passes to Herter. To the wing right side. Sabonis, the pass to Fox. Puts it up from 12. Jump shot is good. Fox has got 6.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Siakam misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, the father of Domantas Sabonis, Arvydas, named to the NBA 75 All-European team. Arvydas, 7'3", and just so skilled.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. To the middle, fade away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And Greg, what was it like playing with the 7'3" Arvydas when you were in the NBA together?
Kevin, we had a couple years together in Portland, and I tell you what, he was an incredible passer. Really made me a better cutter because he was the first guy I played with that could make all the passes no matter where he was on the floor.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Raptors leading by 7. And a wide open look for Siakam. Gets a very good look and converts. Siakam's got his second bucket.
That play shows you how much confidence this team has in Siakam's shot. They set him up perfectly.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. Smitty, OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Achua, he's checked in for Porter. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Porter subbed in for Scotty Barnes. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Lan high post. It's stolen. Now, here's Anunoby. He's guarded closely. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Back to Achua. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Van Vliet on target from 13 feet. And it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And that one's good by Novak.
And one thing we know about MP, he loves to compete.
Van Vliet looking around. Porter passes to Anunoby. The kick out to Porter. And stolen by NP. Murray for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 6.
An NBA ready as a rookie. Murray can do damage from deep.
And so we conclude the first half. Raptors lead by 6. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors Youth Team.
As we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor for Sacramento, the backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Trey Lyles out there with Sabonis. And it's Novak in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush. And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
Here's Fox. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors leading by 5. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Barnes. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
To the inside, Novak. No good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They've led by as many as 11 points. Inside. Anunoby, good. And that's now 7 points for OG Anunoby.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
Here's Fox. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
And the Raptors call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Anunoby kicks to Boucher. And again, no good by Toronto.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Fox passes to Herter. Siakam against Sabonis. And he banks in the lane. Now just a 3-point Toronto lead.
And the confidence from Sabonis. Since being traded from OKC back in 2017, this guy has raised his level.
Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
A key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well.
Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. A new 14 for the Kings. Barnes dishes to Nova. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And Siakam throws it down.
As a distributor, Fred VanVleet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Fred VanVleet with the assist.
VanVleet against Fox. Back to MP. And Fox has it in the corner. Takes the 13-footer. A shot that time, not on target. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in. New group in now for the Raptors. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Precious Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Thaddeus Young. Chris Boucher's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Fred VanVleet. We've got Barnes. Siakam is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Anunoby. And it's Poeltl in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Boucher in the post. Novak's there. And Siakam throws it down.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam, slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Fox against Anunoby. Anunoby sends it back. Pass to Barnes. Now Anunoby. Now the pass to Poeltl. Here's Barnes. He's defended by Herter. Barnes down low. And no good that time.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Chris Boucher. Fox against VanVleet. Fox passes to Novak and stolen by Barnes. Anunoby with it. Takes the 13-footer. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Herter. This is to Novak. Over Barnes. Novak misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Fox kicks to Herter. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And his confidence and leadership skills just have grown every year. Sabonis has no problem being that guy in that situation.
Back to Barnes. Siakam left side. Down low. Here's Pirtle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I think they wanted to send Pirtle to the line. He shoots it at a low clip. Has a chance to prove them wrong.
Taking 2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 3. There's 1:54 left in the fourth.
It's time for your doorstep crew. Come on, everyone. Give it up.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Scotty Barnes.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Herter, good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Herter's got it all tied up now for Sacramento. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Siakam, good.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Kings have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Floats it up for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray loves knocking down the big shot. He does not fear the moment.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Pirtle trying to get open. Siakam misses. Kings have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Big time opportunity for Kevin, and he does not disappoint. Wow.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan. And boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Nails it from the high post. Siakam's got 10 points here in the second half.
Stepping up in a big way, Siakam proving he's got guts to deliver in the clutch.
Takes it from 10. It falls!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. MP finds Fox. Now here's Murray. And here's Herter. Shoots over Van Vliet. Good!
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Herter taking big shots.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the game.
Make some noise, Toronto. It's time for your Northside Crew.
Here are the Raptors now. 4-point game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Third team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Domantas Sabonis, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And with Sabonis, as his minutes have increased, so has his production. The future is bright for this young man.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Keegan Murray. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
The length and athleticism of Pascal Siakam is special. This is why he's such a big part of this team.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're ahead by 4. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Every person in your section, get a shirt. It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
High pressure moment here for De'Aaron Fox. No need to rush, just focus on the hoop.
Pass to Anunoby from deep three-point range. That one, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
So the Kings win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
you.